When I decided that my life was in desperate need of a glow up, I hit the ground running. Routines, new makeup, smell goods, mindfulness, fitness, bubble baths, face masks, and everything in between. Your girl was checking all the glow up boxes. And it was cute and all, but I wasted so much time, money, and energy and could not understand why the glow up either wasn't happening or wasn't lasting. But once you know better, you do better. And today I'm sharing with you the 5 traps that I fell into that were sabotaging my glow up so that you can avoid them. Welcome back, my friends, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Christy, and I make content centered around realizing no matter where we are in life, no matter our age, we are just on time to live the life of our dreams. And right now, we are in the middle of our Show Up Summer 60 challenge, where we are working to become our best selves by summer. If this is your first video, that is okay. You can jump right in. I will put all of the details in the description below. Here's the deal. We all have this perfect idea of our glow up. Potentially you're wanting to glow up for summer, and we have it in our head. We know how we want to look. We know how we want to feel, stepping out of our old self into this new rebranded version of ourselves. And I am here for it. But if we aren't careful, we will fall into traps that don't actually lead us to glowing up and really only serve to keep us frustrated. So let's just jump right into it. These are the 5 traps that I fell into. And if you are frustrated with your glow up process, you might find yourself in one or maybe all of them. The all-in trap. This is when our glow up is hyper focused on one, sometimes more areas, and it ends up taking away from other aspects of our lives. And those are parts that we actually need in order to be able to get to our glow up. Maybe your glow up includes losing a few pounds, or decluttering, or growing on YouTube, or it really could be any number of things. The problem with this is that it puts so much pressure on the desired outcome, and it doesn't allow us to pay attention to other parts of our lives. Whenever I've done this, I realized that my life was so out of balance, and I was neglecting things like my mental health, or time with family and friends, or even just time with myself. And to be fair, the goals and the dreams that we have do require us to pay extra attention to that area. But when we don't do it in a way that prioritizes some level of balance and harmony in our lives, we end up just burning ourselves out. To fix that, we have to put boundaries around that thing so that it doesn't take up our whole lives. So for example, if you are trying to lose weight, I really like to do the 80-20 rule, where 80% of the time I am eating whole, balanced foods, I'm doing the things that I am supposed to do, and then 20% of the time, I'm having fun. Or maybe you want to do it for a specific amount of time. Say you're cutting your calories, you only want to do that for about a month. Or say with decluttering, choose one specific area that you are going to tackle and only tackle it for about 15 minutes. This is why in our Show Up Summer 60 challenge, I have been super intentional about making sure that there is balance within it and that we are focusing on multiple areas, because I found the most change when there was harmony, when there was balance, when I was really prioritizing not just this one goal, but also focusing on these other parts of my life that were valuable and that were necessary to help me to see that change. Next is the more is more trap. This is where we overcomplicate everything. We feel like we have to have all of this stuff in place, and we have to buy the things and do the things. And until we have and do those things, we delay our glow up. Babe, you just got to start. I heard someone say, and I can't remember who it was, but they said, start ugly, start unprepared, just start. And that is what we have to do. We're not always going to be ready for it, but we have to start with the tools and with the resources that we have available to us. When we feel like we need to have all of these things in place, it is an indication to us that we're not feeling super confident about it, and we're not feeling that we're actually going to achieve this desired outcome. So we unintentionally self-sabotage because we don't fully believe that it's going to happen anyway. Part of believing that we can do the thing is by putting ourselves out there and doing the thing. We don't build confidence by having everything fully in place before we start. We build confidence by just starting and continuing to show up with that thing. This is tied super closely to my next trap, which is the perfection trap. This is where, for whatever reason, we feel like we need to be perfect, and when we're not, it completely throws us off course. I have been in the situation where, say I was trying to lose weight, and I had this very perfect plan of, I'm gonna eat these things, I'm gonna work out this many times per week, I'm gonna do this thing, and if I fell off on a random Wednesday, then we were just calling it like over until that following Monday. The temptation to be perfect with whatever it is that we are trying to do will hurt our progress every single time, because we can't be perfect. life happens. We sometimes end up needing to take breaks, and we can't let those breaks deviate us from our goal. I often like to give the example of going on a road trip to a particular destination. And say we're on the road and we end up having to take a gas break, we end up having to take a snack break, or even just a break to stand up. We don't then just say, all right, well, I'm already off my time, I'm already off course, so I'm just gonna go back home. No, we keep going. And when we get there, we've made it and we are happy to be there. That's how it is with our goals. That's how it is with our glow up. We just keep going. If we keep doing it, we're going to eventually get there. But trying to be perfect is really overwhelming, and it's also really unsustainable. The goal is just to be consistent and to prioritize that consistency and that progress over perfection. The next thing is the comparison trap. With this trap, we compare ourselves and where we are to other people and where they are. I have had several times where I have looked at other people and I was like, how are they able to do that? Or why is it taking me so long to do this? And it seems like they got there so quickly. That is a mindset that I still many times have to check, because it's an easy one to fall into when we see other people doing whatever it is that we want to do. But we also have to realize that we are not them. And in that moment of comparison, the thing that we forget is that they also are not us. God has given us all something special and something valuable that we bring to a situation that others cannot replicate. And we have to remember that in our glow up. It means that our journey is not going to look the same as our friend's journey. It's not going to look the same as this person that we admire's journey, because again, we are not them. We don't fully know other people's starting points. We don't know their backgrounds. We don't know their genetics, a whole host of variables about that particular person that do not match our experience or our own unique variables. So when we are glowing up, all we can do is focus on our own growth. It is totally fine and completely necessary that we look to other people for inspiration, maybe get a little bit of advice from them about how they did a certain thing, but then it has to stop there. You cannot get to your own glow up by trying to copy somebody else's. And then we have the quick glow trap. This is where we are looking at our glow up as a quick one-time deal rather than a lifestyle change, a lifestyle of being glown up. Is that a word? I don't think that's a word, but we're gonna go with it. When we try to quickly overhaul our lives, it leads to us doing things that are not sustainable, that are not healthy, either for our minds, our bodies, our spirits. And again, they sabotage the glow up that we actually want. What we want from our glow up is to see ourselves walking and being and living in this person that we want to be. And we have to realize that we cannot Instacart that. We live in a society where things happen really quickly. If we want it, for the most part, it can happen just like that. And then we try to apply that to our personal development, to our growth, to our goals, and we find out that it just does not work out for us. We have to put in the time and the work that it takes to become that woman or that man, to learn how to function, to learn what it is that we want, learn what we need to thrive, and to do that on a continual basis. We have to constantly challenge ourselves. We have to fail, we have to get back up, we have to give ourselves breaks, we have to reflect on where we've been and where we want to go. And we can't fully see the culmination of all of that in a week. Heck, we can't even see it in 60 days. Sometimes it is a year or more, but you grow in confidence and you become and you evolve into who it is that God has intended you to be when you're willing to put in all of that work, spirit, body, and mind. And one day you look back and you realize, wow, I used to be there, but now I'm here. And there is no quick fix that can beat that feeling. So those are the things that I kept running into that really slowed down and sometimes sabotage my glow up. But once I address them, there is nothing that can dim my glow. And I want that for you as well. Please let me know in the comments if you have found your glow up halted by any of these traps. Also, if you're not subscribed, like, what are you doing? I'm gonna need you to jump on that. All right, guys, I love you. Go shine, go get your glow up on, and I will see you in my next. Bye for now.